Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about how to properly hold your tweezers while you're lashing. But before we get into that part, let's talk about the glue ring and where it should be placed. It's going to go on the index finger of your non-dominant hand. So not the hand you write with, because the non-dominant hand is your isolation hand, what you're going to be isolating with. So I'm right-handed, so this is my dominant hand. And this is what I use to pick up and place my lashes. And then I use this hand to isolate. And that's the hand that you want your glue ring to be on. Also note that sometimes, when you're isolating and stuff, your hand might move. So I never really place my glue ring right on top of my finger, just because my hand, when I'm isolating, it'll go to the side, and you never want your glue to like drip out onto the client when you're doing that. So I always put mine at an angle so that when I'm isolating and my hand is turned, my glue ring is still at the top. Okay, so now let's get into how to hold them. Like I said, your isolation tweezer, you can use straight tweezers for isolation, or you can also use curved tweezers. I prefer curved tweezers when I'm isolating, because they open up a little wider, get all those other lashes out the way. So that's why I like curved tweezers versus straight tweezers. Unless you got some good straight tweezers that opens up really wide, I would just go for curved tweezers. Alright, so here's how you will hold it. I'm going to use mine curved. So I have my isolation tweezer in my non-dominant hand, and you can hold it like this with 2 fingers on this side and the thumb on this one, and you would just use it to isolate. So with isolating, all it is really is just going in and open it up, close, open, close, open, close, open. Then you have your dominant hand, and this is how you would want to hold your tweezer. So you got your index on this side, your thumb up here on this side, and then you have like your middle for it to rest on. And sometimes when I'm lashing, like I use my pinky to rest as well. So that's how you would hold it. And then I'll move the camera a little so you can see me picking up. You'll pick up. I'm holding it like this. I'm going in and picking up. Like that. And then it gives you full control over the lash. Like you want to be able to just go in or just place however you're gonna do your placement. And we talk about different placements in the placement video. Whether you're just gonna slide it in place. So now let's get into how to hold them. So like I said, isolation tweezer will go in the non-dominant hand. Pick up and placement tweezer in your dominant hand. Okay, so you can use straight tweezers or curved tweezers to isolate. I personally prefer to use curved tweezers. I've been doing it for years. But it's really up to you what feels more comfortable for you. I just feel like curved tweezers open up a bit wider than straight tweezers. And you see how much wider the curved one is than the straight one. And that helps you isolate better. Because if it's opening up, like it's really doing all the work for you. Because when you isolate, you want to isolate that one lash. So if the tweezer opens up nice and wide, it's going to get all those lashes out the way. So that's why I prefer to use curved tweezers over straight tweezers. But for the video, I'll use straight. But we're just talking about how to hold them. So for your isolation, you can hold them like this, 2 fingers on this side and thumb on that one. Because really all you're doing is an open and close motion when you're isolating. For your pickup tweezer, you want to hold it like this, or you can hold it like this. Either or is fine. So my hand naturally goes this way because I do a lot of volume and hybrid and work with volume fans, and that's how you will hold it when you're working with making fans and stuff. But either way works. I'm using like an old bottle of glue, which was a big mistake. Because I've not been able to get these lashes to stick. But I'm just trying to show you guys, you know, the proper way to hold them, because you don't want to hold it wrong, like all the way up here or something. Like say you're holding it up here, you won't have any control of the lashes. Like, won't have any control of the lashes and placing it. It's gonna be hard for you. So you just want to make sure you're here at the bottom, and then you can just get in there and just isolate in place, isolate in place, isolate in place. Okay? Or even if you're holding it like this, you know, you can still get in there, isolate in place, and have control of your tweezers and the lash and everything. It's like, I've seen people like in my classes, they'll start off by holding like this, and you know, I have to tell them, no, move your hand down so you can have full control and really get in there. Because holding it up here is, it's gonna cause you to have to like do like, hold on. To do like, this camera is so zoomed in. To do like this, and eventually you do that too much, if you're not holding your tweezers correctly, your wrist will start to hurt, and you don't want that, especially when you get on to taking a bunch of clients and you're lashing all day. You don't want pain in your wrists. So you want your fingers to be doing all the work and not this, not hurting your hand trying to get the lash on there. So that's how you will hold your tweezers.